have your pen and paper ready. I talk fast. You got to listen fast because I want to make sure you get all the information. I'm only going to be talking about the P84 because y'all are professionals on the pro tandem line. So I'm going to start off by saying thank you again for allowing me to share this presentation with you. So let's talk about LifeVantage. I'm first start off with my disclaimer. Statements made about products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, cure, or prevent disease. Use of these statements does not create an express or implied physician-patient relationship. I'm going to talk to you from the greatest company in the world. It's called LifeVantage. We are the activation company. Now I'm going to talk to you about a problem. There are problems here in the world, but the problem I'm going to talk to you about is about the cause is hidden, but the effect is visible to all. Let's think about that. Causes are hidden. The effect is visible to all. Let's talk about the gut microbiome. And the gut microbiome is the vitamin making factory. It makes various B vitamins, various K vitamins. 95% of serotonin, that feel-good hormone, is produced in your gut. 70 to 80% of your immune system is also produced in your gut. So if I said to ask somebody if you have a headache, they point to their head, right? Got a stomach ache, I point to the stomach. When I ask people, though, where is your immune system? 70 to 80% of your immune system is located in your gut. We got 1 trillion microbial cells. 95% of our DNA and 100,000 genes are located there. Who has the microbiome, Dr. Henderson? Everyone, all 8 billion people on this earth have a microbiome. Now, Hippocrates is considered the father of medicine, but I take it back to the godfather or the grandfather of medicine, Imhotep from Egypt. But Hippocrates said all diseases begin in the gut. He also said that illnesses do not come upon us out of the blue. They are developed from small daily sins against nature. And when enough sins have accumulated, illnesses will suddenly appear. So in our gut, our gastro, we have friendly bacteria and we have unfriendly bacteria. The words you're going to hear me talk about a lot tonight is lactobacillus strains and bifidobacterium strains. But we have unfriendly bacteria, things like H. pylori and salmonella. And it's a constant battle going on between the friendly and the unfriendly bacteria. But did you know that we are 100 trillion we are more microbial cells than human cells. Now, every time we eat or drink, you're either feeding a disease or fighting it. So what's the problem? The problem is, that's right, that word, write it down, dysbiosis. Look, you can say potato. Some people say dysbiosis. That's how you spell it, dysbiosis. And dysbiosis is an imbalance in the gut microbiome, where harmful bacteria outnumber the beneficial bacteria, which are linked to various health issues. And just like the different stages of cancer, there are different stages of dysbiosis. So we got here for the sake of representation, this normal has blue and green strains. The blue is going to represent the bifidobacterial strains, and the green are going to represent the lactobacillus strains. These are the most prominent strains in our body dealing with the immune system. But look at decline number 1. You notice you don't have a lot of blue and a lot of green, and then it starts seeing some other bacteria start invading in stage number 2, and then in degree number 3, we have a severe imbalance. Then what we have? A critical breakdown. You barely see any blue or green strains in this bacteria, in this cell. So we got a normal cell. We want to have an even amount of bifidobacterium and lactobacillus. But as you can see on the right, you got dysbiosis. You got a little bit of everything. You got E. coli. You got staphylococcus, streptococcus. So this is the problem we have. But our bodies are being constantly bombarded by free radicals, right? Called oxidants. I know we're familiar with this. And because of the air we breathe, the water we drink, the water in our bath, the pesticides on our fruits and vegetables, the chemicals we clean with, the cookware we cook with, we should be cooking with ceramic, glass, or 18-8 stainless steel or surgical steel, because anything else is causing oxidation. Your lack of sleep and the preservatives on our processed food and our high sugar intake. But we live in a system, don't we all? That's very over-medicated. High cholesterol, take a statin. Feeling sad, take an antidepressant. Heartburn, take an antacid. Can't sleep, there's Ambien. Anxiety, Xanax. Inflammation, an aspirin. Caffeine for fatigue. laxative for constipation. We take an Adderall to get our focus back. Stomach pain, antacid, joint pain, painkillers, low libido, testosterone. And then you got low mood, take energy drinks. But this is not healing. This is just managing symptoms. Taking all of this, most people have no idea how good their body is designed to feel. So we know what the problem is. It's dysbiosis. So what is the solution? We have a solution. And the solution we have for you is called P84. P84 is the complete microbiome health. It is what we call the masterpiece. It's one of a kind. Just like Protandim NRF2 is one of a kind, P84 is a masterpiece. It's one of a kind. So P84 goes beyond the supplementation. It activates gut health. Thoughtfully selected whole food and veggie blends, probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics, and digestive enzymes then work together to activate master peptides in the gut. The right ingredients in the right amounts. Doesn't it sound familiar with Protandim? It regulates. What does it do? Controls digestion, nutrient absorption, immunity, barrier function, hormone regulation, and communication within the gut. Then we repairs and supports healing of the gut, including the gut lining, especially under stress or injury. They help to calm overreactive responses, especially to food or gut bacteria, and protects tissues. Lastly, it restores. It keeps the gut calm and strong, helps to create the right environment for healthy bacteria to thrive, restoring balance to your gut. Let's talk about why regulation matters. Regulation talks about the jobs you need the gut to do. The job, it thinks digestion, nutrient absorption, immunity, barrier function, and hormone regulation. It works hard. You do know that the gut is considered our second brain. But when the gut doesn't have what it needs, nutrients can't be absorbed. You experience diarrhea, constipation, and the gut barrier weakens, accelerating issues. We have a solution. It's a green and orange nutrients consisting of things like spinach and broccoli and carrots and papaya. And these activate the peptides that the gut needs to stay focused and on task. Let's talk about repair and why it matters. Epithelial cells. These are the protective cell lining of your gut. They act like a thin wall of gatekeepers, letting good things like nutrients in while keeping harmful stuff out. These cells get out of balance. Why? Because of the food we eat, whatever we drink. And when they do, they overreact to stress and threats. We got a solution for it. It's red and purple nutrients like pomegranate, tomato, blueberries, eggplant, purple cabbage. These activate peptides that calm these protective tissues, restoring cell signaling and communication. Lastly, we got restore. Why does restoration matter? Because peptides create the right environment for healthy bacteria to thrive and the gut to connect with systems throughout the body. Without a balance, issues such as bloating, skin outbreaks, and brain fog occurs. The solution, diverse probiotics such as lactobacilli, bifidobacteria, prebiotics such as chicory root and Jerusalem artichoke. This is what they need to thrive. Postbiotics like kombucha and umbushi, and digestive enzymes for pain, bromelain, and lactase. They ensure nutrients are broken down and absorbed. A restored microbiome leads to stronger synergies with other health systems and health balance. P84 is non-GMO, 100% vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, no added sugar, soy-free, 100% plant-based, zero corn, eggs, and peanuts. P84 is collected and harvested sustainably and naturally. No herbicides, no pesticides, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners or colors. P1 and P2 are low sugar products. It contains no added sugars, no animal byproducts, lactose, sucrose, or dextrose. P84, y'all, is safe for all children, as well as breastfeeding and pregnant women. It's perfect for all lifestyles. People who are vegetarian, vegan, paleo, and keto. Now let's talk about the components of P81. So, Phytopower 1, this feeds and diversifies. Phytopower 1 is a critical part of P84. Phytopower 1 contains essential whole foods, beneficial targeted probiotics, and powerful digestive enzymes to feed and diversify the gut microbiome. Phytopower 1, it targets the small intestine, which is 20 to 25 feet long. We have some essential whole foods. We have a green blend for immunity and anti-aging with barley grass and green apple, kale, and spinach and broccoli. We got a yellow blend, yellow-orange blend for energy and vitality, what carrots and goldenberry and orange and yellow bell pepper. We got a red blend for circulation and blood health, such as pomegranate and tomato, astrarella cherry and raspberry. Then we lastly have a blue and purple blend, which supports antioxidant and mental health. Blueberries, purple coneflower, and ebony carrot. The essential whole foods are antioxidants. Well, we know that word, right? And antioxidants are molecules that terminate the damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. So in the protandem, we have the internal antioxidants. Well, this is where the plants give us the antioxidants so we can get our nutrients. Dr. Richard Cutler, while director of the Anti-Aging Research Department of the National Institute of Health in Washington, D.C., he put it this way: the amount of antioxidants that you maintain in your body is directly proportional to how long you will live. Now, you ask me why I'm excited about Light Vantage and Protandim, NRF2, and P84. Plant life gives life. So Phytopower 1 was designed to take advantage of all the colors of health in nature. Phytonutrients are substances produced by plants for their own immune system, and when consumed by humans, they provide similar benefits. But did you know that 69% of people, they don't eat enough greens? And greens offer specific antioxidants, anti-aging, and anti-diabetic protection, promoting breast health, neurological health, and protects the immune system. 74% of people don't eat enough yellow and oranges. And yellow and oranges are known to promote eye and skin health, cardiovascular function, and an excellent source of vitamin A. 74% of people don't eat enough reds. And why do you need reds? Promote heart and lung health, bladder and colon health, and neurological health. Boost cellular vitality, circulation, and pancreatic health. Lastly, 76% of people don't eat enough blues and purples. And why do you need blues and purples? These are known for antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. They also play an important part of neurological health, breast health, and skin protection. Come on now. Now, this is where I take time for a word for my sponsor, God's natural system. So God said, let the land sprout with vegetation, every sort of seed-bearing plant, and trees that grow seed-bearing fruit. These seeds will then produce the kinds of plants and trees from which they came. And guess what? And that is what happened. The land produced vegetation, all sorts of seed-bearing plants and trees with seed-bearing fruit. Their seeds produce plants and trees of the same kind, and God saw it was good. But then he backed it up and said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit, you shall have them for food. What's up with these seedless grapes and seedless watermelons and seedless papayas? Well, guess what, y'all? Seed in its fruit is whole foods. And so, again, plant life gives life. Your body needs a minimum of 40 micronutrients, a minimum. You need 13 vitamins, 16 minerals, 10 amino acids, and 1 essential acid fat. But you know, your body can't produce the micronutrients. They have to get it from the plant life. Here's some common chronic diseases associated with micronutrient deficiencies. Now, let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. That's another quote from Hippocrates. But don't you know that industrial farming has depleted the soil? Modern crops today contain 40% fewer minerals than 50 years ago. So I put on my hat and said, you know what? Let food be thy nutrients, and nutrients be thy food. Pizza is not food, right? Plants are food. So let's talk about the prebiotics, the probiotics, and postbiotics. We got prebiotics. These are the fuel for the beneficial bacteria. Jerusalem artichoke, inulin, and baobab. Then we have 10 targeted proprietary probiotics. You can go to the store and find Lactobacillus rhamnosus. But what you don't understand when you go, what you're taking in the P84, is only proprietary for us. You will not find Lactobacillus rhamnosus LRA05. You will not find Lactobacillus casei LC89. So these 10 probiotics, the 20 billion colony forming units, special, the P84 Phytopower 1. Then we got our postbiotics. These are the digestive enzymes, papain and amylase and cellulase and bromelain and lactase. Why are digestive enzymes so important? Well, in order to break down carbs, you got to have that digestive enzyme amylase to break it down to glucose. What about lactose? Well, you got to have the digestive enzyme lactase to break it down to simple sugars and galactose. Then to break down proteins, you got to have papain and bromelain to break it down into what? Amino acids. What about fats? You got to have lipase as a digestive enzyme to break it down to fatty acids and glycerol. Lastly, what about that green stuff, that roughage? Well, that cellulose, you have to have cellulase to break it down to simple sugars and prebiotics. So here we go. Step 1, feed and diversify. Phytopower 1 in a nutshell. I'm on time. I'm doing good. Phytonutrients, organic whole food nutrition. What is that? The greens, the yellows, the orange, the reds, the blues, and the purples. How about the prebiotics? That's the food and fuel for beneficial bacteria. Then we have probiotics. These are diverse colonies for specialized purposes. And lastly, we have postbiotics, which consisted of the digestive enzymes. Okay, we got Phytopower 2. Phytopower 2, balance and detox. So, I was rolling. Hold on. Share my screen. Let me share my screen again. Let me go back here. Go here. I hope y'all can hear me because we rolling. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Continue to share. Here we go. So we got Phytopower 2. Now, Phytopower 2 is another vital component of P84. This is designed to be used with Phytopower 1. You don't take them separately because Phytopower 2 contains specialized blends that were specifically designed to help the body cleanse the microbiome of harmful toxins. How do you cleanse them? It's called elimination. And promote a healthy environment for beneficial bacteria to grow and flourish. Well, Phytopower 2, y'all, that targets the large intestine. That's 5 feet long. What's in this one? So each one of these botanical blends, each one, you can buy them. They stand alone off by themselves. We got a phytonutrient detox blend, a blueberry, grapeseed, noni, acai, and pomegranate turmeric. This is a powerful superfruit powerhouse working on every level from your gut to your bloodstream to your cells, right? The cells will, the body will, helping your body detox, clean out, wash out the toxins, and restore balance. What do we got next? We got a glutathione precursor blend. Now, I know something about, y'all know something about glutathione, but what about getting it from some plants like spinach, moringa leaf, kale, spirulina, and chlorella? We know the glutathione exists within the cells, which is the prime position, what? To neutralize the free radicals, peroxides, and heavy metals. But guess what? Like anything else in life, it fades with age, stress, and poor nutrition. You know the glutathione, you know it. It's a master antioxidant. It helps control inflammation, which is at the root of so many chronic diseases. Supports the detox function, clears toxins, heavy metals, processed foods, medications, and alcohol. It fuels the mitochondria. Hello, NRF1. You got a partner here. This is, the mitochondria is the powerhouse in the cell. But the P84 glutathione precursor blend, it helps restore the foundation your body needs to naturally build glutathione and protect your health from the inside out. It plays a pivotal role in reducing oxidative, there's our word, y'all, reducing oxidative stress and improves the aging process. Now, we all know that glutathione levels plummet as you age. Then we got a toxin binding and inflammatory reduction blend. This is when something grabs onto harmful stuff in our bodies, like bad chemicals that can make us sick. Imagine it like a sponge soaking up water, and when the sponge catches the bad stuff, it helps keep us safe and healthy. So toxin binding is like having a superhero that catches the yucky things in our body so we don't get hurt. I know you've heard of blackberry and raspberry and currant and purple carrot. Fourthly, we got a fermentative assistant blend. It's getting gooder and gooder, consisting of inulin, plumferrin, kombucha, and emboshi. Now, the fermentative assistant blend is like having a little team of helpers called bacteria and yeast. These work together to change food into something new. It's high-grade prebiotic fuel. So fermentative assistant is all about these helpers making food taste better and sometimes even better. So lastly, we got a probiotics in this too. We got a probiotic, ROS, SCFA, gut barrier integrity blend. We'll get to those words later. But just know that this Phytopower 2 right here, it has 5 proprietary probiotics. You can't get these in the store. You might find Lactobacillus sacchi, but you won't find Lactobacillus sacchi LSA 79. This is special stuff, y'all. Let's talk about the Phytopower 2 and the ROS SCFA Gut Barrier Integrity Blend. Let's see what it talks about. So ROS, I know you understand what reactive oxygen species is. Well, Phytopower 2 reduces the burden of reactive oxygen species, better known as free radicals, by delivering plant-powered antioxidants. Now, you remember the NRF2, it stimulates the superoxide dismutase and the catalase, right? Well, this is plant-powered. This is where you get your nutrients from. SCFA, short-chain fatty acids. These are gut healing compounds made when good bacteria ferments fiber. You remember in Phytopower 1, you have the inulin and baobab. Together, they fuel the colon, help maintain gut integrity, reduce inflammation, and supports immune function. Lastly, we have this product called spermidine, and this is an anti-aging precursor that improves aging associated with metabolic decline such as heart disease and neurodegeneration. It is involved in cell growth, health renewal, and longevity by inducing, here's the word, autophagy. Isn't that what the NAD does? The autophagy, the body's self-cleaning mechanism that clears out damaged components. Here we go. Oh, I'm on time. Step 2, detox and balance. So the Phytopower 2 in a nutshell. You have the detox blend, the super antioxidants consisting of noni, acai, and turmeric. We got a glutathione precursor for tissue building and repair. We got a toxin binding blend for removing environmental threats. We got a fermentative assistant blend for natural pro and postbiotics. Lastly, we got a gut barrier integrity blend for gut structure and function. People, beloved, the P84 is 10 products in one. You can get rid of all the green smoothies. You can get rid of all that because you get 10 products in one. You get the greens, the reds, the oranges. You get the 10 products in one. Clean out your refrigerator, clean out your cabinet. Just leave the Pro Tandem products and P84. We're going to be in good shape. So Phytopower 1 and Phytopower 2, P84, it's responsible for 30 feet of digestion highway. 30 feet. Now, 30 feet is the length of a school bus. That's a whole lot that can go on in that 30 feet of digestion highway. P84, 1 and 2, make sure it's smooth sailing for that 30 feet of digestion highway. So how do you use it? I'm glad you asked, and I know you're using it every day. We drink it. We make it non-negotiable. And let's talk about that word non-negotiable in the human body. Breathing, I would say, is an oxygen non-negotiable. I think it would see, because if you stop breathing, life stops, no discussion. Just like breath sustains life, P84 is breath for your gut. Then we got blood circulation. I would say that's a non-negotiable transport system, right? Because your heart pumps nutrients and oxygen nonstop. What happens if the circulation stops? What happens if the heart stops pumping? Well, what are you circulating? P84 ensures what travels through your blood supports life and not inflammation. Then you got sleep. That's a non-negotiable recovery system. And you can try skipping it, but if your body will shut you down. P84 gives your body the tools it needs to repair while you sleep. Last non-negotiable in the human body, hydration. Every cell depends on water. Gut balance affects how your body absorbs water and electrolytes. P84 supports healthy hydration through microbiome restoration. And how do you use it? You're doing it now. Simply mix Phytopower 1, Phytopower 2, and 8 ounces of water. So that's 8 ounces of water, Phytopower 1, plus 8 ounces of water, Phytopower 2, give you 16 ounces. You can mix this with a juice, smoothie, coconut water, or any other healthy beverage. Now, this is a heat-treated product. I guess when you feel the package, it's something special to that packaging. These enclosed sticks in convenient powder form to deliver the healthiest ingredients in a natural manner, which stays preserved until you decide to enjoy. You want to use cold water or room temperature water when mixing these Phytopower products because hot drinks will kill the probiotics. So we got complete microbiome health. We got optimal health, optimal appearance, optimal performance, mental health and aging, all condensed into one daily habit. Now, let's talk about a cycle. There's 30, 60, 90, 120 days to make new red blood cells. Now, listen. I'm not talking about every 120 days, all your blood cells are no. This is a cycle. You might have some red blood cells at the 60-day cycle. That's why we ask you to take this for at least 180 days consecutively. That way we know you've hit a whole good cycle of reproducing good red blood cells. So what happens in month 1 to 2? We're going to reset. The goal is to eliminate the harmful bacteria and begin restoring balance. Well, what are we going to restore it with? The lactobacillus and the bifidobacterium strains, all 15 of them. Month 3 to 4, we're going to repopulate and diversify. What's the goal there? To promote the most ideal microbiome. It's all about balance and diversity in the gut. And then month 5 to 6, we're going to optimize. We're going to improve every connection, optimize the gut-body axis. Listen, the gut is connected to every part, every organ in your body. Every organ, heart, liver, kidney is connected to the gut. You get your gut right, you have some better results. Here's your window picture. You know, you got a window, you drive by, see a brand new car, and you look in the window and you see the car. Well, this is the window picture. This is what you get in complete P84 complete microbiome health. You get the essential whole foods, you get the pre, pro, and postbiotics, and you get the botanical blends. All this in one system. It's a masterful blend of 2 beautiful formulas, Phytopower 1 and Phytopower 2, and 84 carefully chosen ingredients, y'all. There's 84 ingredients in them 2 sachets, 15 targeted probiotics, 10 globally sourced botanical blends, 2 powerful formulas, and 1 superior daily system. So I trust by now I have your undivided attention, because once you better understand what dysbiosis, acids and toxins are, how it's causing disease inside your body, and that the P84, lactobacillus and bifidobacteria may be, we don't say cure, heal, mitigate, but this may be a natural solution available to stop its damaging effects. So the statements made about these products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, cure, or prevent disease. Use of these statements does not does not create an express or implied physician-patient relationship. Now, you said I'm giving you a sneak peek because I like y'all. Here's the sneak peek. So here is P84, Phytopower 1, and Phytopower 2. That's called the masterpiece, one of a kind, like Protandim NRF2. It's one of a kind. It's nothing like it like this. Then we have the Phytopower B. So in January, they're going to start introducing some of our other products. So Phytopower B, this blocks up to 80% of sugars, carbs, and starches. That right there blocks up to 80% of sugars, carbs. And when they come out with the science behind it, hello, it's gonna be dangerous. And then right here, this is Phytopower I. This is for immunity. This has 6 more probiotics in it, and this ignites internal repair, immunity, and inflammation balance, starting from the gut, where 80% of your immune support has been. You get sick, it's because your immune system is jacked up. Love Protandim, but we got to get to 70 to 80% of our immune system. So Phytopower X, that's long-lasting perfected energy. We don't take this after 12 o'clock. This is all plant. All of this is all plant-based, y'all. All plant-based. You got methylated B vitamins. That means it's already broken down. The liver doesn't have to break it down. You got B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9. B12, there's 1,250% of B12 in that little sachet. And lastly, we got the next hydration. This contains 4 essential electrolytes in perfect ratio. You have the sodium, potassium together, and magnesium and the calcium. This right here, the Healthy Edge Pack, we going to the top with Life Advantage. I want to